Chinese New Year is here. Are you ready? Hi, I'm Hope Allen, also known as the Dray Connect. Thank you for joining another episode of Real Talk Freight. And let's talk about tonight, Chinese New Year. What is that? Okay. Listen, I got a cool story I'm going to share with you about it in a minute, but let's talk about it, all right? Chinese New Year is a holiday that's celebrated across 15 days, typically between 2 to 4 weeks. China shuts down, and it's a traditional holiday that's celebrated every year. This year it's scheduled for February 17th through March the 3rd. Give or take, it could be a little longer, could start before, but either way, as a drayage carrier or in the trucking industry, you should be prepared for the increase in volume, the increase in rates, and then the rapid decrease of volume and the rapid decrease in rates. Typically, most carriers don't prepare or plan for this. I'm gonna tell you, when I first got started in drayage, I was not prepared and had not a clue about Chinese New Year. I actually had just gotten started in drays, kind of got myself going, got my mojo going, right? In about November, we kind of picked up a heavy customer there, and we was rocking and rolling, and okay. And it's about time for me to get my second or third check, and boom, we ain't got no work. And I was like, well, wait a minute. What happened? And then the customer let me know, like, hey, look, we don't have any freight coming in because it's Chinese New Year. And so I kind of made a call to a few people who were guiding me along at that time, and they said, yeah, everything's shut down. You didn't know? And I was like, no, I didn't know. Nobody told me. So I'm telling you, if you don't know, I'm telling you. If you're just now getting in trucking, or if you're just not getting in dray services, or if you've been in dray, right? How can you better prepare for Chinese New Year? Because it is upon us, okay? So right now, if you're in drayage services, chances are you're probably being inundated with requests to get boxes out as quickly as possible. And that's because customers put in a rush starting in about second or third week of November to get all of their orders in and get them on the boat and get them over here on the docks so that they can get out of the ports. So you're probably getting an increase in rates. You may be experiencing some port congestion. I don't know now, because some of these boats still been shipping kind of empty, but we'll talk about that another day, okay? But you're probably experiencing some port congestion, and you may be even facing some chassis shortages in the port. But right now, this is the time to get your money, baby. If you are being inundated with requests for drayage, it's because of Chinese New Year, and the customers got to get their freight out of the port. Make them pay for it, okay? This ain't the time to be cheap, and this ain't the time to do business just to rub me scratching you scratching their back and they scratching yours. Nah, baby, scratch my back, pay me, okay? So make sure that you're getting your dollars right now, because it's definitely the opportunity to do so. Because in about 2 to 3 weeks, you're gonna see a decrease in the demand and the need for drayage carriers, just because everything is gonna shut down in China, and there's going to be a lot less volume in the ports. So if you are a drayage carrier right now, you should be managing your cash flow and prepare for possibly low or slow or late payments after Chinese New Year is over, because when everybody comes back, everybody just don't jump back into the groove of things. It's still going to take you about 2 to 3 weeks to get, back acclimated and getting back into a routine. So make sure that you're managing your cash flow. Make sure that you're managing your workflow. I would even tell you to source you some customers that do not rely on China solely for their business, and possibly find other countries that are not impacted by the Chinese New Year and the shutdown. You can do that, okay? So let me also tell you that I did not plan for Chinese New Year when I was operating full-time in drayage services, and baby, we ain't have a check at all. We ain't have no cash flow. Don't do that, okay? Be ready, okay? So I hope that you have enjoyed this episode around Chinese New Year. I'm going to put a full description of what Chinese New Year is, right? Which ports are probably most impacted right now, and some of my top 3 or 4 tips of what you can be doing as a trucking company or a drayage carrier to be prepared for Chinese New Year. All right, make sure y'all click like, share, and subscribe. Send this to somebody who in Dray right now, or somebody who's just getting in trucking and don't understand that it's going to be a little slow down period here. All right, talk to y'all soon. Thank you so much for joining.